I failed again, but then something happened. It had been 3 years since I started working at the factory. 1992 was supposed to be my year, the year I'd finally take the university entrance exam. I was so sure, so confident that I'd pass. My dream? To become an accountant. I had my eyes set on the National University of Mongolia, the best place to make that happen. But then, it happened. I failed. Again. The disappointment was unbearable. 3 more years before I could try again. That was the rule. It felt like the end of everything I'd worked for. But fate had a surprise. That same year, the rules changed. The exam would now be held annually for working people. Suddenly, I had hope. Around the same time, an old classmate from the School of Finance and Economics called. He was already an accountant and told me about an opening at his organization. I wasn't sure. I had no experience, but he promised to teach me everything. So, I took the chance. I had made up my mind. It was time to leave. The next step in my journey was waiting for me, and I needed to resign from the factory to take it. I scheduled a meeting with the head of the factory. He was the same man who had been elected in the first democratic election. I sat there, rehearsing in my head what I was going to say. But little did I know, the day would take an unexpected turn. And then, he walked in.
You're here to see the head too?
He was young, confident, and, well, let's just say he made quite an impression.
My name is Ganbat. You can call me Gamba. I just graduated from Petersburg Polytechnic University. I've been assigned to work here. What about you? How long have you been with the factory?
3 years.
3 years? You must know this place inside and out. What's it like? So, what brings you here today?
I'm resigning.
Resigning? Why?
I didn't know it then, but that moment, meeting him, would change everything. I explained my situation to the head. I told him I was planning to leave to save for university.
If you stay 1 more year, the factory will cover your tuition.
It was an offer I couldn't refuse. I'd get to keep working, prepare for my exam, and the financial burden would be gone. I left his office overjoyed. As for the young man, he stayed too. He was assigned to the facade boards department as an engineer. Over the next 6 months, we became friends. Close friends. Then, on New Year's Eve, after the factory party, he walked me home. That night, something amazing happened. I felt something that I hadn't felt before. It felt like I was falling in love. But what about him? Did he feel the same? Well, I'll leave that for the next video.